The power of the conscious mind. All seekers of growth, wisdom, and peace. Today, let us embark on a journey into the depths of the most powerful tool ever known to humanity, the conscious mind. In a world brimming with distractions, challenges, and uncertainties, it is easy to overlook the immense power that resides within each of us. Yet it is this very power, the power of consciousness, that shapes destinies, transforms lives, and builds civilizations. Understanding the conscious mind. To appreciate the power of the conscious mind, we must first understand what it is. The conscious mind is the part of our mental faculty that is aware, deliberate, and intentional. It is the seat of our thoughts, our reasoning, our choices. It is the voice that narrates our experiences, the lens through which we interpret the world, and the engine that drives our actions. Unlike the subconscious, which operates beneath the surface, the conscious mind is the realm of awareness. It is where we focus our attention, make decisions, and exercise willpower. It is the part of us that can say, I choose, I will, and I am. The foundation of all achievement. Every achievement in human history began as a thought in someone's conscious mind. The great pyramids, the masterpieces of art, the breakthroughs in science, the movements for justice, all were conceived first in the realm of conscious thought. Before a single stone was laid, before a single brushstroke was painted, before a single law was written, there was an idea, a vision, a conscious intention. This is the first lesson. The conscious mind is the birthplace of creation. What you think about, you bring about. The thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you hold, the intentions you set, these are the seeds from which your reality grows. The power of choice. One of the most profound gifts of the conscious mind is the power of choice. At every moment, you are presented with choices, some small, some monumental. You choose what to focus on, how to interpret events, how to respond to challenges. You choose your attitude, your words, your actions. Viktor Frankl, a survivor of the Holocaust and a renowned psychiatrist, wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Even in the darkest of times, the conscious mind retains the power to choose. Imagine a cancer patient facing a terminal diagnosis. They could easily become overwhelmed by fear, anger, and hopelessness. However, inspired by Frankl's teachings, this patient chooses to focus on living each day with purpose and gratitude. They dedicate their time to meaningful activities, such as spending quality time with loved ones, pursuing long-neglected hobbies, or volunteering to help others. Instead of dwelling on their impending death, they actively choose to embrace life, finding joy and meaning in the present moment. This conscious decision transforms their experience, allowing them to face their mortality with dignity and peace. Viktor Frankl's profound insight into the power of choice remains as relevant today as it was during the Holocaust. His teachings offer a timeless framework for navigating the challenges of life. By recognizing and exercising our inherent freedom to choose our attitude, we can find meaning and purpose even in the face of the most difficult circumstances. Embracing this freedom empowers us to become resilient, compassionate, and ultimately more fully human. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. What set him apart was not just intelligence, but relentless focus. He directed his conscious mind toward his goal, undeterred by setbacks. He once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." That perspiration is the product of focused, conscious effort. The quote, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration," means that while having a great idea, inspiration is important. Real success comes mostly from hard work, perspiration. It emphasizes that effort, persistence, and dedication are far more crucial than just having a moment of brilliance. Examples: Thomas Edison and the light bulb. Edison is famous for inventing the practical electric light bulb. He didn't succeed on his first try. He tested thousands of materials and designs before finding one that worked. His success was not just because of his idea, period, but because he kept working hard, experimenting, and learning from failures. J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter. Rowling had the idea for Harry Potter while on a train, but it took her years of writing, editing, and facing multiple rejections from publishers before the first book was published. Her inspiration was just the beginning. Her hard work made the books a reality. Athletes training for the Olympics. An athlete might be naturally talented, inspiration, but reaching the Olympics requires years of daily training, strict diets, and overcoming setbacks, perspiration. Their achievements are mostly due to their relentless effort. Artists and musicians. The musician might come up with a catchy melody in a moment of inspiration, but turning it into a hit song involves hours of practice, recording, and refining. Similarly, artists spend countless hours perfecting their craft beyond their initial creative spark. In summary, while inspiration can start the journey, it's the hard work and persistence that lead to real achievements. When you focus your conscious mind on a goal, you marshal your resources, align your actions, and summon your creativity. You become unstoppable. The power of belief. Belief is the architect of reality. The conscious mind has the power to choose beliefs, and those beliefs shape your experience of the world. If you believe you are capable, you act with confidence. If you believe you are worthy, you pursue your dreams. If you believe in possibility, you find solutions where others see obstacles. Henry Ford famously said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Your beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies. Henry Ford's quote, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," means that your mindset and beliefs about your abilities have a powerful impact on your success or failure. If you believe you can achieve something, you're more likely to put in the effort, persist through challenges, and ultimately succeed. If you believe you can't, you're more likely to give up easily or not try at all, leading to failure. Example: imagine two students, Alex and Jamie, both preparing for a difficult math exam. Alex believes, "I'm not good at math, so I'll probably fail." Because of this belief, Alex doesn't study much, feels anxious during the test, and gives up on tough questions. As a result, Alex gets a low score. Jamie believes, "If I work hard, I can do well on this exam." Jamie studies regularly, asks for help when needed, and approaches the test with confidence. Jamie persists through difficult questions and ends up getting a good grade. In this example, Alex's negative belief led to poor performance, while Jamie's positive belief led to success. Their outcomes matched their expectations, illustrating Ford's point that your mindset can shape your reality. The conscious mind can challenge limiting beliefs, replace them with empowering ones, and thus trans your life. The practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of bringing the conscious mind fully into the present moment. It is the practice of observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. When you are mindful, you are not lost in the past or anxious about the future. You are here, now, fully alive. Mindfulness unlocks the power of the conscious mind by breaking the automatic patterns of the subconscious. It allows you to respond rather than react, to choose rather than be driven by habit. It is the gateway to self-mastery. Next is overcoming limiting patterns. Many people live on autopilot, driven by subconscious patterns formed in childhood or through repeated experience. These patterns can be limiting: fear, self-doubt, procrastination, negative self-talk. The conscious mind has the power to interrupt these patterns. When you become aware of a limiting thought, you can challenge it. When you notice a destructive habit, you can choose a different action. When you feel fear, you can act with courage. This is the power of consciousness, the ability to rewrite your story, one choice at a time. The role of intention. Intention is the conscious mind's declaration of purpose. It is the act of setting a direction, of saying, "This is what I will create." Intention is more than a wish. It is a commitment. It aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward a desired outcome. When you set a clear intention, you activate the power of your conscious mind. You become a creator, not a victim of circumstance. You move from drifting to driving, from reacting to initiating. The ripple effect. The power of the conscious mind extends beyond the individual. When you awaken to your own power, you inspire others to do the same. Your choices, your actions, your example create ripples that touch the lives of those around you. Consider the leaders who have changed the course of history, not by force, but by the power of their conscious vision. Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela. These were individuals who harnessed the power of consciousness to inspire movements, to awaken hope, to transform societies. The science of the conscious mind. Modern neuroscience confirms what sages have taught for centuries. The conscious mind can rewire the brain. Through the process of neuroplasticity, focused attention and intentional thought can create new neural pathways. Habits can be changed, skills can be learned, personalities can be transformed. Meditation, visualization, affirmations, these are not just spiritual practices, but scientifically validated methods for harnessing the power of the conscious mind. When you visualize success, your brain activates the same regions as if you were actually experiencing it. When you repeat positive affirmations, you reinforce empowering beliefs. Do you know about the power to heal? Yes, your own conscious mind has the power to heal. There are multiple studies which have shown that patients who believe in their ability to recover heal faster. When you direct your conscious mind toward health, gratitude, and positivity, you activate the body's natural healing mechanisms. The path to fulfillment. True fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from living in alignment with your highest values and purpose. The conscious mind is the compass that guides you toward meaning. It asks, what matters most? What do I want to contribute? How can I serve? When you live consciously, you make choices that honor your deepest values. You find joy in the journey, not just the destination. You experience a sense of wholeness, of being fully alive. Here are very important practical steps to harness the power of the conscious mind. Number 1, cultivate awareness. Begin each day with a moment of reflection. Notice your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions. Awareness is the first step to change. Number 2, set clear intentions. Decide what you want to create today, this week, this year. Write down your goals. Visualize them as already achieved. Number 3, challenge limiting beliefs. When you notice a thought that says, "I can't," ask, "Is this true?" Replace it with, "I can learn, I can grow, I can try." Number 4, practice mindfulness. Throughout the day, bring your attention to the present moment. Breathe deeply. Notice the sensations in your body. Listen fully. Number 5, Focus on solutions. When faced with a challenge, ask, "What can I do?" Focus on possibilities, not problems. Number 6. Take inspired action. The conscious mind is not just for thinking, but for doing. Take one step each. Number 7. Surround yourself with positivity. Choose environments, people, and influences that uplift and inspire you. Number 8. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. Gratitude reinforces positive patterns. Stories of transformation. Throughout history, countless individuals have harnessed the power of the conscious mind to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Helen Keller, born deaf and blind, learned to communicate, to write, to inspire millions. Her conscious determination shattered the barriers of her physical limitations. Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, emerged with a vision of reconciliation and unity. His conscious choice to forgive transformed a nation. Malala Yousafzai, shot for advocating girls' education, chose not to be silenced. Her conscious courage ignited a global movement. These stories remind us that the conscious mind is not limited by circumstance. It is the ultimate source of freedom, the call to awaken. The world today faces unprecedented challenges: climate change, inequality, conflict, uncertainty. The solutions will not come from unconscious repetition of the past, but from conscious creation of the future. Each of us is called to awaken the power of our conscious mind, to think deeply, to choose wisely, to act courageously, to become architects of a better world. Conclusion: the invitation. The power of the conscious mind is not reserved for the few. It is the birthright of every human being. It is the spark of divinity within, the source of creativity, the wellspring of resilience. Today, make a commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your highest potential. Awaken to the power within. Choose your thoughts, set your intentions, focus your energy, act with purpose. Remember, you are not a passive observer of life. You are a conscious creator. The world you experience is shaped by the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, the choices you make. Let this be the day you claim your power. Let this be the day you awaken your conscious mind. Let this be the day you begin to create the life and the world you desire. Thank you. Have a great journey.